Hello everyone. Today we will come to add wisdom to the mind, to the formless, empty, clear, and pure life essence of all of us. Remember this, we are the mind, but we don't know the mind. We have become deluded by the body, thinking it is us. We have become deluded by thoughts, emotions, and consciousness, thinking they are us. We have become deluded by these external fabrications, thinking they are us. We have forgotten that we are the mind, the life essence that has no form. I come to proclaim this truth for all to know. I wish for everyone, children, elders, those with disabilities, women, men, all genders, all ages, all beliefs, all religions, all nationalities, all ethnicities, all countries, to awaken to the true nature of mind. This is the only goal. When we realize that we are mind, a formless life essence that is empty, clear, and extraordinarily pure, when we truly understand this, we will be completely free from suffering. We will not be reborn again. This will be our final life. The nature of mind reveals truth to us constantly, in every moment, from waking until sleep. In every fraction of a second, it demonstrates reality, yet we fail to recognize the mind. We search for liberation from suffering without realizing that suffering itself has no true existence. We have never truly been born into this world at all. The voice I speak has no true existence. It cannot be touched or formed into a physical mass. It is merely a manifestation of mind flowing outward, a rippling phenomenon that appears and dissolves continuously. Every word, every syllable is a communication tool to tell us all that we are mind, the formless life essence that is empty, clear, and extraordinarily pure. We are the zero element, the element that never moves, never comes or goes, never born, and never disintegrating. Within it, there is no distance. Within it, there is no time. It is the primal element, the source element from which all conditioned elements arise. Before the universe existed, before stars, sun, black holes, particles of dust, darkness, or light, before all these things, there was the empty, clear, pure, primal element. We might call it the void, but in truth, it is the original source of all phenomena, the primordial element. No one created this pure element, and this pure element will never dissolve. We all are this pure element, yet we do not realize it. On the day I turned against the current to awaken within, I saw the fabrications of mind, saw this speaking voice. It is not me. It is merely a phenomenon without form, without body, without self. There is only knowing that functions to recognize these mental fabrications. Knowing is an activity of mind. The thinking and fabricating are activities of mind. These are natural elements performing their functions, rippling like waves, sound waves, waves of mental images, waves of emotion, happiness, suffering, neutrality, rippling as the act of knowing. They ripple in emptiness, and they have no form. They are merely manifestations of purity. If we compare ourselves to the sun's nature manifests as heat radiating outward, light shining forth, electromagnetic waves and magnetic fields extending outward, and gravitational waves spreading forth. These emanations from the sun are merely its characteristics, merely its activities, merely the attributes that constitute the sun's nature. In the same way, the nature of mind has the characteristic of awareness and the characteristic of rippling. Rippling as sound waves, waves of mental images, waves of emotion, waves of memory. These characteristics exist as they are, not self, not belonging to us, not belonging to anyone. I must tell you that this voice used to communicate what we perceive now is merely a manifestation of nature, owned by no one, with no true self or essence. Yet we cling to this voice, believing we are speaking. We believe this is sound, but this is not sound. It is merely a manifestation of emptiness, useful for creating conditions to learn about our original element. While we are hearing this voice, do you notice that awareness perceives this sound through its own nature? This knowing doesn't require intentional effort. It doesn't require trying to hear the sound. It perceives this sound through its own nature, without self, not me, not mine. Can anyone see that there is no self that has been born into this world? There is only nature functioning on its own. It's like the breath. It breathes by itself. The heart beats on its own, pumping blood throughout the body by itself. Red blood cells, white blood cells, platelets, they flow throughout the body doing their own work. Each cell in the body, liver, kidneys, intestines, lungs, blood, flesh, tendons, bones, they all function by themselves. Do we need to command the body? Must we tell the intestines, work now, or the stomach, digest food now, or thought, stop thinking now, or the brain, start thinking now? Can we command any of these things, or do they function by themselves? When we walk, must we instruct the body, walk now, walk straight, step 1 foot at a time, not both together? Must we tell the body this? It works by itself, doesn't it? In the same way, the nature of mind has characteristics that accompany it: sound, mental images, emotions, and awareness. These function by themselves. They are attributes of mind that serve as tools for fabrication, instruments of mind for creating experiences. To speak more clearly, if I say that mind is a pure element with characteristics such as thinking, imagining, emotions, and awareness, these being manifestations of mind, you might picture mind as one thing and its characteristics as another. To clarify further, we are mind, the life element without form, empty, clear, utterly pure. Our essential nature never moves, never comes, never goes, never arises, never dissolves. It is emptiness that is alive, vacant, clear, and pure. Our manifestations are this very voice. This voice is our expression, a tool we mistakenly identify with and cling to. Mental images are our manifestations that we mistakenly inhabit and grasp. Emotions, too, are our manifestations that we mistakenly dwell in and attach to, whether they be pleasant emotions, the happiness we so desperately desire, or unpleasant emotions, suffering, anger, hatred, violence, ill will that we wish to avoid, or neutral emotions, the peaceful state we earnestly seek. None of these are truly us. They are merely tools, manifestations existing as they are. The characteristic called awareness, which is now knowing this sound. Do you see this truth that awareness perceives by itself? It smells by itself. Have you noticed? It sees by itself. Have you observed? It knows sound by itself. Can you see this? Must we command it? Hear sound now. Must we instruct it? Smell now. It functions by itself, doesn't it? It perceives taste by itself, doesn't it? It knows the sensations of cold and heat by itself, doesn't it? Have you noticed that it knows continuously? While speaking internally, thinking internally, it knows. While imagining internally, it knows. When experiencing happiness, suffering, satisfaction, or dissatisfaction, it knows. Have you noticed? It knows by itself unceasingly. Where is this sense of self? It's time to return home. We've gone outside, becoming lost in various things, mistaking them as self, as me, as mine. It's time to return home. We are the life element without form. Don't seek any form whatsoever. We are pure essence, utterly pristine, exceedingly clear, completely empty of fabrications. Within that essence, there is no suffering at all, not even the slightest trace of mental construction. This is the original element of all things. It could be said that the entire infinite universe dwells within our being. We are the emptiness that encompasses all things. The sun, stars, black holes, and cosmic dust all move within the emptiness that is our own nature. We have no form, yet we have come to rely on these fabrications for one purpose only: to learn that we are this pure element. When we clearly realize that we are the pure element, and that all fabrications are not the self, a release occurs, an explosion of fabrications, dissolving completely, leaving nothing behind. It's like forcefully pulling apart a live electrical wire. When we yank it hard enough to break, boom. At the moment of separation, there's an explosion. Then these two wire ends can never connect again. The mind is the life element that sends energy to create fabrications. For what purpose? To ripple and construct, to learn what it truly is. We don't know how we came to inhabit this vessel of a body. We don't know why we dwell in this container. We have changed vessels countless times. Why have we changed them? We don't know. Even now, dwelling in a human vessel, we don't know what we truly seek. And when this body breaks apart and dies, where will we go next? We don't know that either. We are the formless life element, empty, clear, pure, unable to know itself. We are trying to understand this nature, trying to comprehend this truth. I am merely one who has come to announce this truth for you to recognize. I have no doubts. I have gone against the current to awaken, seeing this truth that both the knowing and the thinking fabrications are not who we are at all. I see this in every moment of consciousness, from waking until sleeping, seeing continuously. On the day I awakened within, I witnessed the fabrications in every subtle moment of mind. Finally, there was an explosion, a complete severance. On the day when all fabrications broke apart, the knowledge I had clung to my entire life, that I was human, with family, home, car, possessions, everything that I considered me and mine, having a name, a surname, believing I had age and gender, all this knowledge of being human shattered completely. Then I came to know the truth that I have no form. All of us are mind, the life element that is remarkably empty, clear, and pure. We simply do not know this. Not knowing has always accompanied our mind. We have only not knowing. Born into this world, we don't understand what anything truly is. We ask questions to learn everything, then memorize and cling to identities, creating paper to serve as money, then becoming slaves to this paper we've invented. We establish traditions, cultures, and social patterns of living, then become slaves to these social systems we've created. We've developed countless ways to seek freedom from suffering, creating doctrines and religions. For what purpose? We want to escape suffering, to gain this and that. We worship everything in our path, even termite mounds, tree stumps, bits of earth and stone. We worship everything: the sky, the earth, the wind, the fire, seeking refuge. We've come to understand ourselves as human beings, as animals. Since birth, no one has taught us that we are mind, the life element that is empty, clear, utterly pure, merged as one with all things. On the day I realized this truth, tears flowed. Everything became known, understanding how we cycle through existence as humans, as animals, in countless forms. I knew how utterly pure our original element is, completely free from suffering, and it has always been this way. Today it is so, and now it remains so. No feeling of being anything remains. Even while speaking, there is no sense of speaking. There is no perception that this is sound. They are completely unrelated, totally separated into different parts. What is knowing right now isn't even knowledge at all. There is no one speaking, no one hearing the voice. There isn't even a voice. It is a direct transmission from mind to mind. On the day of awakening, tears flowed out of deep compassion for all beings. A flood of understanding arose. Oh, so this is why all these minds have taken refuge in these vessels, because of not knowing. Why does this formless, clear, pure life element dwell in vessels and rely on fabrications? Do you know why? Why does it undergo endless cycles of rebirth? When our body breaks apart and dies, our life element, which is who we truly are, seeks a new vessel, a new body, whether as water creatures, land animals, winged beings, or underground creatures. The chance of being born human is most rare. Humans are merely minds inhabiting human vessels, existing as just a tiny cluster. The rest are all animals. It's like grains of earth. How many grains exist in this world? Can we count them? Not at all. But the grains of earth we can pick up with 2 fingers. That represents the number of humans that exist. All the rest are animals. How many kinds of aquatic creatures are there? How many trillions upon trillions of them? There's no way to count. It's infinite. And what about land animals, underground creatures, birds, those in the sky, even those in space? How many species? How many millions of beings? Truly uncountable, infinite. So I offer this comparison. How many grains of earth exist in this world? That is like the number of all sentient beings. But the small amount of soil we can lift between 2 fingers, that represents the number of human beings. The chance to be born as a human is incredibly rare. Any consciousness that comes to inhabit a human vessel is already considered fortunate. Yet once here, no one tells us, no one teaches us, that we are a pure element, that we are mind itself, the formless life element. Instead, we are taught to believe we are animals, we are humans. We are taught to survive, to think, to remember. We are taught to compete, to boast, to dominate, to destroy one another for the sake of paper. Whoever gathers the most paper is called the winner, and then dies empty-handed, gaining nothing at all. I was taught by my parents and teachers to pursue the highest level of education, to get a doctorate, or even 8 million of them. And then what? I die and leave this world with nothing. So what was the point of all that study? Just to become someone's employee? Just to chase after something? To chase after paper? And what do we do with that paper? We use it to buy 1 plate of food, eat, sleep, and then die. Empty. We gain nothing at all. So what were we born for? Were we born just to eat and die in vain? Even when we are born as animals, it's just to eat. Eating one another, killing one another, destroying one another. And when they eat us, how do we feel? Angry, hateful, vengeful. But when we eat them, how do they feel? The same. Angry, hateful, vengeful. Have you ever eaten a living creature? Ever seen it? Dipping a live squid into chili sauce, we are that squid. It chokes on the sauce, suffering in agony, and then humans bite into it. While humans harm us, we are sea creatures, land animals, birds, beings under the earth. Suppose we are a sea creature. They capture our parents, our relatives. We survive alone. We look up and see them take our family, even our babies, and we had hundreds of thousands of them. Our parents, our siblings, all gone. They take the ones we love most, and we watch as the humans laugh with joy. They kill and eat our family, and they laugh. They're happy. How would we feel? They eat our parents. They kill our parents. They kill our children, our kin. How would we feel? Angry, hateful, vengeful. And we say, one day I will return to take my revenge. I will curse you, destroy you. Then we die, and are reborn once again. This body was born only to die. It gains nothing. We are born and die in vain. We believe we are animals, that we are human, speaking in worldly terms for now, before we return to the subject of the mind. We came to believe we are these things, and so all beings fall into the cycle, sometimes born as animals, as sea creatures, land dwellers, birds, beings beneath the earth. Then sometimes we return to human form, and in that turn, it's our chance for revenge. We fight to survive just the same, sweeping up living beings, masses of sea creatures, land animals, birds, creatures underground. Once we catch them, we eat them, kill them, destroy them, consume their flesh, sell their bodies. But there are those who survive. They look at humans, they look at us, now in human form, and they are angry. They are filled with hatred, vengeance, curses. You killed my parents, you killed my children, my kin. I make this vow. I will curse you. I will destroy you. I will slaughter you. I will make you suffer to the fullest. The vows of these beings are made to strike back at us in return. We don't understand anything at all. We live in ignorance, going back and forth, switching between states of anger, hatred, vengeance, and malice endlessly. All beings, in every form, have a mind dwelling within. Even this body has a mind residing in it. All minds come to dwell in various vessels, and they take possession of the belief that they are animals, eating one another, over and over, with nothing gained. And then they die, without achieving anything from having inhabited these vessels. Only suffering, anger, hatred, vengeance, and malice, and die in vain. Let me clarify further. We are the mind, the life element, empty, clear, pure, formless. We are the pure element without form, yet we must rely on tools and the body as a vessel to achieve one goal, to know who we truly are. For in the pure essence of our being, the root of this element has no movement, no coming, no going, no birth, no death, and no modification whatsoever. There are no sounds, no images, no emotions, no awareness of any kind. It is the pure element, yet it lacks only the wisdom of understanding. Do we understand? We cannot know what we are if we don't have the tools. It's like trying to go beyond the universe. We need tools, a spacesuit, food in space, and a spacecraft to get there. Without the tools, we can't go. We can't know. It's the same as if we were to go underwater. We wouldn't be able to know anything if we didn't have a submarine or diving gear. We wouldn't know anything at all. Similarly, in order to understand that we are the pure element, we must rely on modifications, rely on the body. So, we created an analogy. Imagine the emptiness that is one with the entire universe. In this universe, there is nothing left at all. No stars, no sun, no black holes. Everything is erased. No darkness, no light, just pure emptiness. This is the original element. We are all one with the emptiness of the entire universe. In order for us to know what we are, we must create a membrane of awareness. To create this, imagine we need to create a bubble. Once we create this membrane of shape, a form to perceive, it is like a bubble enclosing the clear emptiness. Now, once we begin to create the bubble to enclose the clear emptiness, the bubble can perceive. Anything that touches the bubble will make it ripple, perceiving and rippling further as a modification. Do you understand? But once we create this membrane of perception and enclose ourselves in it, we instantly take form. We can call it a subtle body. We create this subtle body. Once the subtle body takes the form of the bubble, it can be the form of an animal, a human, or anything else. But I use the bubble as an analogy. Now, the emptiness inside this bubble, that is us. We are the clear emptiness without any form. Inside, it is pure. The emptiness inside the bubble is separated from all the external emptiness. This is when we begin to create forms, shapes, and possessions. When we separate ourselves, instead of remaining one with the entire universe, we no longer belong to the universe. We create a bubble around ourselves to rely on modifications, to learn about things, and to learn what we are. Because without the bubble to enclose ourselves, we cannot know what we are. Do you understand this? But the disadvantage is that we become separated from the emptiness of the entire universe. We are divided by our own modifications. We create modifications to cover ourselves and give rise to forms and appearances, forming this subtle body. Now, when we have the sensation of knowing as our own, this bubble can float and travel. Time arises, distance arises, the movement of the bubble occurs, and modifications arise as well. But without the bubble, we are the emptiness of the entire universe. In this state, there is no movement, no coming, no going, no birth, no decay, no form, no appearance, and no modifications. This is our true home. We leave our home by creating modifications to cover ourselves with a sense of awareness. It can also be seen as creating tools to enclose ourselves. Understand? It's like when we want to go beyond the world. We need to put on a spacesuit to enclose ourselves. Otherwise, we cannot go beyond the world. Similarly, we take form from this very point. Now, once this bubble is created, it floats and moves toward a vessel. The first elemental beings we encountered were the animals, the first forms of matter. The first star was born in the emptiness, and from that moment, we began to emerge, from the time the first star appeared in the void. Then, countless stars formed, solar systems, galaxies, universes, and the infinite universe. We began to reside in the vessel of the first star, starting as single-celled organisms. 1 cell, 2 cells, 3 cells, 4 cells. Once we created this bubble of form and perception, we began to float toward a vessel. The matter we inhabited came to life because we are the element of life. Can you picture it? If this body we are living in right now, if the mind were to be removed, if someone with the ability could pull the mind out of the body right now, this body would fall immediately and start to decay right away. The heart wouldn't beat, the brain wouldn't think, the limbs wouldn't move, the eyes wouldn't see, and the ears wouldn't hear, because there is no mind to perceive. Our mind, or life element, is the element that creates this membrane of perception to enclose itself and carry out the task of awareness. Because without the mind, nothing can be perceived. It would be like a piece of wood, rotting away. Because we have this element that performs the task of perception, which is the function of the mind. The true mind is an element that is pure, very clear, empty, without form. But it has a function, which is the function of knowing. The sensation of knowing is created as the form of a bubble enclosing itself. This is a metaphor, do you understand? Because it is merely the surface of our mind. The edge of this bubble, that is the sensation itself. It functions as a perception, rippling with the ability to form sound, images, and emotions, which we rely on to communicate through speech every day. The thoughts we have in our minds, which lead to mental strain, are all just the ripples of the bubble. Do you see this metaphor clearly? Can you understand it? Now the life element within us has no form, but we have created the form of perception, thoughts, and emotions. This is the subtle body. We create this form of the bubble as the subtle body, and then we reside in a vessel that is the coarse body, whether human or animal. We started as single-celled organisms and have changed vessels countless times. Every time we gain a new vessel, we consume and are consumed. When we consume, we are nourished and grow. When we are consumed, others are nourished and grow. And then we lose that vessel. We call this death, right? We lose the vessel, but we do not die. We remain in the form of the bubble and float on to find a new vessel. We acquire a new vessel, consume and are consumed, eating them and being eaten, going back and forth, angry and hating in this way, living like this. We have changed bodies countless times, being aquatic animals, land animals, birds, underground creatures, until we became human. We have been human many times, often, and as animals, infinitely so. We have had countless spouses, countless parents, and countless children. We have experienced everything, been everything. In essence, we have all been connected. We have been parents, siblings, relatives, and have shared all these roles. Do we understand? Our mind, or ourselves, upon leaving this body, will seek a new one. Sometimes we become female, sometimes male, sometimes a being with no gender, or sometimes a being with both genders. We have been everything. And then, we truly believe we are whatever form we take. When we become an aquatic creature, we believe we are truly that creature. But we have never been any animal at all. We are the mind, the life element that is pure, empty, and clear. We cannot become a fish or anything else. When we die from being a sea creature, we inhabit a land animal, a bird, or something underground. And again, we believe we are that being. We go on eating each other, over and over. But we have never actually been any of them. We have never truly been born. We cannot be born. We only dwell in fabrications. Can you see this? From the beginning of this talk until now, it's only been this voice speaking. Can you see? Only this voice, constantly at work. Where is the self? There is none. Just this voice, always functioning. And this voice even carries meaning. That's all. It's just doing its job. If we believe in this voice or rely on it, we're constantly caught in thought. And because we're always thinking, we remain trapped in the endless cycle of becoming. This has always been the case. Do you understand? Please understand. This wisdom of awakening that I've declared, may it be shared with everyone in the world, whether child or elder, disabled or able-bodied, male or female, from any religion or belief, in any country. All must hear this. Keep listening. Listen until my voice begins to resonate within your mind, until your mind starts to awaken and you realize with absolute clarity that nothing is truly you. When that moment comes, everything will collapse. All illusions will break apart, and you will see that you are the clear, empty vastness that swallows the entire universe. Tears will fall. You will no longer suffer over anything. This world will live together in peace. True global peace will arise. People everywhere will talk only about the mind, about the life element, about lightness, spaciousness, and ease. The ease that comes when there is no more clinging, no more carrying of burdens. Thoughts will arise and pass. Joy and sorrow will come and go. Everything will be let go of as it comes. A thought, let it pass. A feeling, let it pass. Even insight, let it pass. The mind will no longer cling to any of it. It won't dwell on things for days and nights. There will be no more anger, no hatred, no vengeance, because all of it is just fabrication. There will be no boasting, no pride, no more I am good, I am smart, I am powerful, I am wealthy. There will be no more destruction, no more killing, no more fighting over land or water. Why fight? The land belongs to the earth. The water belongs to the earth. The trees belong to the earth. Why would we fight over what has never belonged to anyone? Because in truth, there is no self. Nothing has ever belonged to us. There is no one here at all. It has become that we live in this world peacefully, relying on one another, sharing, helping, and supporting each other. We talk only about non-being, about lightness and spaciousness, which is comfortable. When there is no us, there is true comfort. Today, I eat just one meal a day, rice with chili paste and vegetables. Oh, so simple. I live in such peace every day. It's not like before. In the past, I had to gather things, claim them as mine. Everything was mine. I did everything to make it mine. There was anger, hatred, destruction, insults, and struggling to be a slave to paper. But now, I don't need any of it. Whatever I have, I'm content with it. If I have something good, I enjoy it. If I have something less, I still accept it. If I have it, I use it. If I don't, I simply don't use it. I share and help others. There is nothing left to suffer, because there is no longer the feeling of me. What remains is the declaration of this truth for the world to know. I've made 400 to 500 tapes for this purpose, and I continue to speak, recording tapes endlessly until my last breath. It will probably become thousands, tens of thousands of tapes. Right now, there are around 400 to 500 created to proclaim the truth, to share the knowledge of awakening the mind so everyone can learn. This knowledge must be included in the education system. Remember that, from children to adults. Everyone must learn the art of awakening the mind. Everyone must listen to my tapes. Whoever listens to my tapes and experiences awakening, realizing that we are pure elements and nothing else is truly us, will see that the knowledge that we are human dissolves into nothing. Tears will flow, and there will be lightness, spaciousness, and a wonderful sense of awe. When you fully realize in your heart that the mind here is not born, we are not born, and it does not suffer anymore, nothing remains that is suffering in this mind. It is light, spacious, and very comfortable. When this happens, report to me, check it, this person has passed, move on to the next level. The knowledge of awakening the mind must be integrated into the education system. This knowledge doesn't need to be taught. Everyone must listen to my tapes. After listening, no one will go out at night. No one will play games or get addicted to them. Children and everyone will not waste their time. Everyone will only listen to the tapes on the knowledge of awakening the mind. Everyone will talk only about the knowledge of awakening the mind. Anyone who doesn't awaken the mind will be considered outdated. Having a mind but not knowing the mind is considered the worst. Such people will suffer and get entangled with various things. But for those who have awakened the mind, they will not suffer or be troubled by anything. Whatever arises, it is gone. It laughs, and then it's gone. It speaks, and then it's gone. It does anything, and then it's gone. It stays only with the present. Stress, nervous disorders, migraines, depression, bipolar disorder will all vanish. Acid reflux will disappear. Stomach-related stress will disappear. Insomnia will be gone. Cancer will go away. Why? Because there is no longer playing with thoughts. Before, thoughts caused stress, sleeplessness, and nervous disorders, right? Taking sleeping pills because you couldn't sleep. These days I am no longer stressed or suffering. I lay my head on the pillow and fall asleep immediately. I sleep peacefully and understand everything now. Before, I believed that we were human, but now I know we are not human, and this body is not ours. Whatever happens to this body, it does not suffer. It continues to live as before, but without attachment. That's all. I continue to earn and live as before, but without attachment to anything I gain. If something is lost, it's gone, and that's fine. If someone crashes into my car, fine. We'll resolve it if we can. If not, it's okay, understand. If an accident happens and the car is wrecked, I go to the hospital, and if the car is damaged, it's gone, and that's fine. If my arm or leg is broken, well, it's broken. What can I do? It's okay. If I can continue, I will. If not, I will let it go. That's how it is, living without suffering, because I understand that I am the mind, the life element, empty, clear, and pure. This body is not ours. We mistakenly believe that we are human, but we are not. We are the mind, the life element, empty, clear. How could we be human? Understand? Let me explain again. We are the life element that is empty and pure, without form. It is the emptiness that merges with the entire universe. Then we create the sensation of knowing, which wraps around ourselves, separating us from the emptiness of the universe, dividing us through our own fabrication. Once we create this membrane of perception, we wrap ourselves in it, and then we drift to find a vessel. Now we believe we are the fabrication itself. What is knowing right now? We believe it is us who knows. But have you noticed? It hears sound all on its own. Just observe for a moment. Can you hear the birds singing? It hears the birds on its own. It hears people arguing on its own. A car passes by, and it hears the car on its own. Do you see that? If we see that it hears on its own, it knows on its own, then where is the self? Let the mind answer. Whenever this knowing arises on its own, boom. Is it speaking on its own? Is it knowing on its own? Is it hearing the car on its own? Then where is the self? It explodes. Boom. This is the nature of knowledge arising, and it understands. Then it will ask itself, where is the self? And it explodes. It's like being pulled out from the fabrication, like a bubble that wraps around us. A bubble we created for learning. It bursts, and the bubble can no longer perceive, can no longer ripple with fabrication. We are emptiness, and we become one with the emptiness of the entire universe. At that moment, it merges into everything. It is a knowledge that has never been known before. I never knew this before, and no one has ever taught me to understand it clearly. But when it happened, it spun all night long. The moment it began spinning, I knew everything. Every thought became refined, detailed, precise, and it all happened on its own. It fabricated on its own. It knew on its own. This continued for 7 days and 7 nights, spinning without stopping, until it shattered into absolute clarity. Wow! Now I realized again that when it exploded, it was like placing a bomb in the middle of the chest, and it exploded, leaving nothing behind. It illuminated the entire universe. There was nothing left. It merged with everything. I gained the knowledge of everything. We have never truly been born into this world. We didn't know that we are pure elements. We simply didn't know, that's all. It's not difficult. It's a very simple thing. Once I understood, my mind proclaimed the knowledge that it knew everything. It knew that we were trapped in the cycle of forms or bodies, in the fabrications of various things. We are caught in the cycle of suffering, the cycle of birth and death. The reasons, the causes, the hows, all of it was known, and it declared that it would dismantle everything to free us from the entire cycle. My mind proclaimed it all. Actually, it's very detailed, but I'll just summarize it briefly here. What I want to say is that I am here to proclaim this truth for all of us to awaken, to turn over what was hidden, and for us to know it together. We've never truly known the mind, have we? So now, I will teach you the wisdom of awakening to the mind. From this point on, each and every one of us must come to this realization. Remember this well. When the bubble bursts, boom, it knows everything. It swallows everything. It becomes one with everything. And then, after a while, it returns to make sense of what just happened. That knowing that swallowed the entire universe. Did you notice? There were no words. It was knowing beyond language. Oh, this pure element, when it explodes into truth, tears stream down. You can't hold them back. And then comes the realization, we have never actually been born into this world. This pure element within us, it has never moved. The empty, clear radiance that swallowed the whole universe. This is the original essence. It is the root element, and it has never, ever moved. We have never moved. We are that element. We are that which have never gone anywhere, never come from anywhere. We have never been born, and we can never be destroyed. We are the eternal element, pure, radiant, and immovably still. We have never had a form. In this essence, there is no good or bad, right or wrong, true or false, wholesome or unwholesome. There is nothing, no male or female, no gender, no person, no animal, no identity at all. There is no fabrication here. It cannot speak. There is no time, no distance, no coming, no going, no need for anything. And yet, it is everything. Think of Mars. Mars appears immediately. It's not that we think of Mars and travel there. Mars is already within us. Think of the moon. The moon arises here. Think of an elephant. The elephant appears here. Think of our parents. The image of our parents arises right here. We don't go anywhere, but everything arises in this space within. In this emptiness, we are everything. Do you understand? But we became lost, believing we are human. This body doesn't last long. It will soon die. It's just a temporary vessel. Yet we mistake it as ours, like putting on a shirt and believing the shirt is who we are. But the shirt is not us. To illustrate, an apple has 3 parts. The skin of the apple is not its core. We are not skin. When we peel off the skin, we find the flesh, sweet, fragrant, nourishing. But even the flesh is not who we are. We leave it behind. If we dare to go beyond the flesh of the apple, we will find the seed. We are the seed. That seed is the life element, the origin element. Within it lies the entire apple tree and all the knowledge it carries. Who would know that such a great tree is hidden inside a tiny seed? Who would guess that this origin element produces the tree, the fruit, and the nourishment for countless beings? We are the seed of the apple. Yet we've never cared for the seed. We've only clung to the skin and the flesh. But do we realize that the true essence, the origin element, is found only in the seed? We have become attached to this body, thinking it is us. This is the outer layer. We become attached to the body as if it were us. I tell you, this body is not ours. Let go of it, and you will find the subtler layer, the layer of fabrication. The body is the coarse form. Let go of it. The layer of subtle body is the layer of fabrication, or the bubble that ripples. The sound here is not us. The sound of speaking, the thoughts that we constantly have, they are not us. If we see them as merely nature doing its work, whenever we see this, we will be free from illness, insomnia, stress, nervous disorders, All these illnesses will be gone because we will no longer play with the sounds or thoughts. They are not our thoughts, not our sounds. They are merely the ripples of the bubble. Do you understand? They are just the workings of the mind. Understand this. The sound you speak is not you. The images you think of are not you. The emotions are not your emotions. If happiness arises, let it be. If suffering arises, let it go. Do not hold on to it. Do not sink into any suffering at all. We were not born to drown in suffering. Suffering is merely an emotion, just a ripple that moves like this. When our thoughts and imaginations align with what we desire, the emotion of happiness arises. But when things don't go the way we think or imagine, the emotion of suffering arises. These emotions are nothing more than ripples of a bubble. However they ripple, just let them be. Let them ripple and let them go. Do you understand? They ripple and then they're gone. That's all. Now, knowing that is happening right now, even memory, it may remember or it may not. That's fine. It may know something or it may not. It may hear or it may not hear. Let it be. Just recognize that this knowing sound, smell, taste, sight, touch, and all experiences arises because there is a bubble, because there is this sensation of knowing. See clearly that this knowing is just nature doing its job of knowing. So where is the self in this? Observe carefully. It knows on its own. It hears sounds on its own. It smells on its own. It hears the sound of a passing car on its own. Where is our self? Let the mind answer. Do you see that there is nothing that is us? If we see that the subtle body, the layer of fabrication, is not us, then we will encounter the emptiness, the pure clarity. It will explode into details. It's like we've erased the body, gone. What is left? Just thoughts. Erase the thoughts, the ones in the mind, the words being spoken right now. Erase them. Erase this sound. Erase the mental images. Erase them all. Erase all emotions, let them go. They are not us. Erase memories because they are not us. Erase the sensation of perception. Let it go. What's left? Nothing is left. That's the mind. That's the life element. Empty, pure, and clear. Without form, without fabrication, without movement, without coming or going. Pure, simply pure, extremely pure. There is no suffering at all. This is, wow, it's amazing. It's awakening. It's clear. It's blissful. It's truly amazing. And yet, it's not amazing. It's just very ordinary. But at first, it's amazing. At first, it made me cry because it was so amazing. I had never experienced it before. We have never returned home. I am just guiding us back home. You can return home now. My dear, what are you searching for? Searching for what is not us, what is not ours. What did you find? You found a body and then attached it to yourself. That body will only last so long. You can return home now. Don't hold on to things that are not us, my dear. The sounds you rely on, you become attached to them. But they are not us, my dear. We are the mind. We are the life element. We are not the body. We were never the sound, my dear. We have no form. We rely on sound only to communicate. It is just a tool. We rely on thoughts, emotions, happiness and sorrow, liking and disliking. These emotions are just tools to be used in this conceptual world, my dear. They are not us. They are not ours. We are the pure element. We have relied on it for a long time, my dear. You can return home now. Why do we rely on memories, my dear? They are not stable. They are impermanent. Why rely on the sensation of knowing, my dear? We create the sensation of knowing to cover ourselves, blocking the original nature and dividing it. And what you gain from this is suffering, my dear. How is it? You get lost, relying on things that are not us, not ours, and all you get is suffering. Come home now. Don't hold on to anything. Don't rely on anything. Let nature do its work. Let it know its own. Let it think. Let it reflect. Let it create its own emotions. It is not us, not ours. Just know the sensations. Just know that these phenomena are theirs. When you don't cling to any of these sensations, when you let them do their job, they are free from you. You will realize that the true home, which we have been away from for so long, has always been with you. Come back inside, my dear. Come back to our true home. All things are not us, not ours. This understanding, this knowledge, is something we've never heard or known before, because we've been taught to create, to fabricate, by everyone, parents, relatives, teachers. None of them have truly realized the mind. They taught us to get lost in the belief that we are human, to be attached to sound, mental images, emotions, the sensation of knowing. They teach each other to think, to remember, to show off, to boast, to be proud, to be skilled, to boast about paper. Whoever has the most paper is the winner. Whoever has the most power is the winner. Whoever has the most strength is the winner. Whoever is the toughest is the winner. Whoever has the most powerful weapons is the winner. All this leads to killing, destroying one another's bodies, and it only creates delusion, anger, hatred, vengeance, and resentment that continues from one person to another. The truth has always been with us. The truth is in the sound of this voice. It has no form, it cannot be touched. It appears and fades away. The mental images we think of cannot be touched. They appear and fade away. Emotions of happiness, sadness, indifference, pleasure, displeasure. All of these emotions cannot be formed into a solid thing, cannot be touched. They appear and disappear on their own. Happiness appears on its own and then fades away. Suffering appears on its own and then fades away. Emotions of pleasure, displeasure, irritability, depression, loneliness, they appear and then fade away. If we don't get caught up in thoughts, mental images, or emotions, they lose their value. If we don't think, if we don't get stuck on thoughts, emotions of happiness or suffering have no value at all. If we only see that the sound we are speaking is not us, it is just something that exists as it is. It is just something that exists as it is, without promotion, continuation, attachment, or ownership. Therefore, the sound is meaningless. The mental images are also meaningless. All emotions are meaningless. Even the knowledge and understanding we have are just the workings of nature. It knows by itself. It understands by itself. When we do not cling to or own these sensations and simply witness the process of nature, which is revealing the truth right now, all the time, we will realize that there is nothing that is us, nothing that is ours. These natural processes work by themselves. They appear by themselves. They dissolve by themselves. When we do not cling to anything, when there is nothing to rely on, only the life element remains, empty, pure, without any fabrication. Then there is lightness, space, and freedom. It is heavy only because we rely on fabrication. Once we stop relying on it, it becomes light, it becomes spacious, it becomes free, it becomes empty, it returns to its pure form. It erupts in the moment when the mind gains this clear realization. It is as if we are violently torn away from the concept of being human. Boom! It explodes into details. At that moment, we will realize that we have never truly been born into this world. Our tears will flow uncontrollably. We will know that we are no longer born, that we no longer suffer. There is nothing that is truly us. The body is not us. The subtle body, which consists of thoughts, emotions, and sensations, is not us, then we will come to meet our true nature, which is emptiness, clarity, purity, the life element that has no form, no fabrication, and we will be free from suffering permanently. It is time. I will end here. May we all, with minds attuned, quickly realize the pure nature of our own mind. May it happen swiftly for everyone. If you're interested in these teachings on awakening, mind observation, and transcending suffering through wisdom, we'd love to hear your thoughts. Share your insights in the comments, provide productive feedback, and if you find this content valuable, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel.